God, this is terrible.
What is up, everybody? Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake. I am here with another episode of Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. This is episode 32. We have a couple special guests today, and we watched some 90s, magnificent pieces of 90s cinema. Everyone loved them, I'm sure. So let's bring everyone in. First up, we got Professor Cinema.
Hello. This is the first episode in a long time that I haven't felt completely terrified of watching the movies.
I mean, we needed a break after MC's week. It was MC's was a little tough.
Oh yeah.
We also got there we go. Aaron from Call to Cinema. You're muted.
Oh, I am muted.
You're good.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not the same. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Coming next, we got Lady Shasha.
Hi. I just made it just in time.
Just in time.
I avoided one of these movies for 30 years.
Well, I'm glad I could remedy that for you. I'm glad. Next up, MC.
This is an outlier. If you know the show, you know we don't normally do movies that cost over $1 million. So, this is I let Blake have his fun with this one, but this I almost said no, man. Those are too good, and then I saw them. I'll say my thoughts.
All right, and our special guest is.
I light up like a neon.
Hollywood if she could.
Hollywood if she could. See, I don't wear white because I'm a messy eater. So if I'm staying somewhere, people will see it. It can't be sexy when you have smuts. So I didn't have anything white like Hollywood's, and I'm a redhead, so black, red. I tried my best.
Works better, I think.
Hmm.
Emma, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. This is your first time here. We talked off air. There's no real rules here. State your opinion for better or worse. The hotter the take, the better. And I will probably be dropping for one of these movies a pretty, I would say a nuclear bomb, but maybe we're all feeling the same way. I don't know. We'll find out.
A nuclear bomb?
Yes.
Nuclear? Thermal nuclear or just nuclear?
All the nuclear, all of them, all the kinds of bombs.
Ultra clear for dry eyes.
For dry eyes. All right.
Professor Cinema, you missed last week, but what? I mean, it doesn't count now because you weren't on the show. But what's your ratings for the other masterpieces we saw last week?
So
masterpieces.
The Beijing Vampire, Beijing Dracula, whatever the title was, I gave that one a 0, and the other one got a half a barrel.
God, why do people like that one better? You guys are ridiculous. Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Those are why I picked these movies, because these are way easier to watch than those fucking were, and we needed a break, man. We needed one. Oh, okay. What else we got in here? Well, look. See, it's watchable crap. Watchable crap this week. Right on. Yeah, no regrets. See? Oh man, someone loved it. Someone loved it.
Much better than Die Hard 3. I wouldn't go that
crazy
far.
talk. All right. I don't remember that. That you're no longer allowed to comment, man.
I did not see the comment. What was it?
He said he loved Cool as Ice, and it's better than Die Hard 3.
Oh, I haven't seen Die Hard 3 in a while, so I couldn't.
Tony, I agree with you, man.
No, you don't, MC. MC, just stop. Just stop talking shit about Die Hard, okay? Oh, all right. Let's get.
Hell yeah, I gotta go over Die Hard 2 over 3. Hell yeah, baby. This is my chat right here.
Yeah, you guys are on the wrong channel, okay?
Die Hard 2 does have my favorite kill in the series.
Icicle?
The icicle.
Yeah.
All right.
Die Hard 1 has Alan Rickman.
That's true. No, the first one was the best one. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's no arguments there, but
he didn't figure being conquered by a New York cop. No bullshit. I mean, come on. That's American cinema. I'm sorry. And so is Sinners, but that's not that's not the topic tonight.
No.
All right. Enough with the Die Hard 3 hate. Okay. So, which movie do you guys want to start with today? Which one? I don't really care which one, so it's up to y'all.
Emma, you're the guest, so why don't you pick?
Cool World, baby.
You want to do Cool World? All right. I'm fine with Cool World. I do have the trailers, so we can watch those instead of reading the synopsis.
Nice.
Who doesn't know Hollywood?
All right, here we go.
During his 10 years in prison, Jack Deebs created his own world. It made him very successful.
You're Jack Deebs, the creator of Cool World, right? I can't believe this.
Now he thinks he's going home to the real world. But he's wrong. Real wrong.
Welcome to my world.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Freeze. Cool World Police. I'm a cartoonist. I drew all this.
This place exists with or without you. Get a little closer here, babe. Give us a kiss.
Go away.
I'm out of here.
I've been waiting for you, darling.
Noids do not have sex with doodles. It's the oldest law in Cool World. If that happens, you call me.
I got it, boss.
Since it's only a dream, indulge your fantasies. Man is in the bedroom. Are you gonna follow the rules? Or are you gonna follow your instincts?
You're about to make an unscheduled trip to the other side. Buster.
This is gonna be the biggest disaster the Cool World has ever seen.
Stop! Cease!
Nobody's gonna stop me now.
You look good in the flesh. It's almost a shame I gotta take you back.
I just wanna be real.
You gotta slow down.
Not on your life, pal.
Enough out of you, kitty.
This place should be erased.
Hey, it's a living.
Cool World.
We may not be real for you as yet, but we will be.
Hey, so there is Cool World for you. I mean,
I feel bad. I feel like everyone was ready to talk about Cool as Ice, but
No.
Well, I mean, it's fine. We will start with. Let's just go with Professor. Go ahead, kick it off.
Okay, so I'm going to start this by saying I really wish we would have gotten the horror movie that this was originally intended to be, and the fact that Kim Basinger really pushed to make it more family friendly hurt this movie in the long run.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes. But that being said, I really do love this movie. I haven't watched this movie probably in about five or 6 years. So this was nice to come back to. This was a big part of my childhood. I fell in love with the way that this movie was pushed in just about every single comic book that I read when I was a kid. There was always a big page that had Hollywood if she could, and I had to watch the movie, and I watched it, and as a child, I was not disappointed. Things are a little bit different as an adult. The movie makes absolutely no fucking sense.
No sense.
There is no plot structure. I think the only plot structure is the fact that Holly wants to be real, and that's it. Everything else is mutable. Everything else changes through the movie. There's nothing that stays steady. And I guess the only one rule of the movie is that, you know, Noids and Doodles are not supposed to bump uglies. Yes, that. But it was still a lot of fun to watch again. I don't have any huge issues outside of the fact that I'm still upset that Kim Basinger ruined what this could have been. Because this could have been the movie version of a show that Bullet found,
Lacey City,
which was also done by Ralph Bakshi. And that show was great, and this could have been the movie version of that, and it didn't turn out that way. But, whatever.
I mean, yeah, okay. Aaron, you're up.
I feel a little bit different about this one. I absolutely love Cool World. I have for a long time, but I've only seen it before in the theater. This is the first time I got to watch it for this since I saw it in the theater. So couldn't remember anything. And it started flooding back as I started watching it. One, I love Ralph Bakshi, and I love his work. And his narrative structure this is usually the way it is. But Cool World works for me, especially because of what Kim Basinger did, not in spite of it. I think that the initial way that was going to be done, like they had like a couple other actresses in mind. Tracy Lords was one of them. The character was going to be named Debbie Dallas, not Hollywood. And I kind of like the Hollywood name better. I just love the way this is done. It is brilliantly insane because it has this threadbare, seemingly like narrative structure. And when it goes into Cool World, it becomes this incredibly amazing, insane world that makes no sense. But because of where it's at, because of the fact that it's animated, and we're seeing all these different animation styles, which is brilliant. It's not just the usual Ralph Bakshi animation style. We're seeing all these different like types of animation styles and cartoon styles like blended throughout the film, and a lot of really good like kind of like Easter eggs playing there, the Daffy Duck sign and all this really cool stuff. And Gabriel Byrne, I think, was great. I mean, Willem Dafoe was supposed to be the first choice, and he's already a cartoon, so I guess we don't need to do that. But there was nothing about this I didn't like. But what really stands out to me is the soundtrack. The soundtrack for this movie is absolutely insane. And you wait till the end, and the credits are playing, and David Bowie's haunting voice comes on, and I love David Bowie. And he's, because that's the song, right? Cool World. And I'm like, I'm not turning it off till after I hear this song. And I was like just transported away. This does not belong on the show.
Yeah.
Ain't there. All right, Sasha.
Please don't be mad at me, Cult of Cinema. I have the exact opposite take. I have to agree with what Professor Cinema said about Kim Basinger kind of ruining this, because the original concept for this was meant to be an R-rated horror movie, and the artwork style was meant to be more similar to Sin City. That would have been amazing to see. Also, while I give them a lot of credit for all the hand-drawn animation they did, that was really impressive. I was thinking to myself the whole time I was watching this is the most impressively made movie that was terrible that I've ever seen. Like, I was looking at the matte paintings in the background, the costuming, all the artists did a great job, but then it's terrible. But this is how I would have fixed it. Kept it rated R, did that the Sin City style, but I would have switched to rotoscope, because I love rotoscope animation, like oh god, what's the one from the 80s? Heavy Metal. If this was like Heavy Metal, this would have ate so bad. But they didn't do that. And Kim Basinger, her whole thing is she wanted to show it to children in a hospital. And I'm like, did you read the script? Why would you? What? No. And I think Tracy Lords would have done an awesome job. Although Kim looked amazing. I didn't know she was 39 when she did this. And she looked great. Like, I would have thought she was still in her 20s. She looked great. But I still would have loved to have seen Tracy Lords do it. But yeah, this was in the runtime too long. Too long. I was struggling that last 30 minutes.
All right, MC.
I would like to see Tracy Lords do anything, honestly. So I didn't know she was supposed to be Holly or whatever the other characters were, but I agree with Shasha and Professor that it is it's lacking something, and especially being Ralph Bakshi, I'm like, man, this should have been sexier. Like, I feel like we should have had nudity. Not that it, cartoon nudity does nothing for me, but I feel the story demanded it.
Sure.
To be a little. Well, really depends on what happens, but the story demanded it to be a little racier, a little sexier than it was. It felt very. I mean, it's PG-13, so it's very toned down. I saw it as a kid in theaters. and I went for Kim because I was a big fan, and she's gorgeous, and that was a big draw for me. And the cartoon aspect after Roger Rabbit, obviously this is a Roger Rabbit takeoff of it in a sense. But to Professor's point, the movie its plot is a mess. There are no fucking rules to this. Somehow Brad Pitt's character Frank somehow magically travels to cartoon land. It's called Cool World. I'm sorry, that is a dumb fucking name. Hey, Cool World. What the fuck?
What would you call it, Master Chaos?
I don't know. I would like Fuck City or something. Like
that's so Will Arnett of you in Arrested Development. I have no life. You see, I know the reference.
Hey, Arrested Development is a masterpiece of a series. But Cool World is such it's something a kid would come up with. Oh man, this is I'm gonna call it Cool World. Like that's lame. First of all, dumb. Change the name, make it racier, and then come up with rules. So somehow this not magical, I guess, cartoon doctor can travel between the real world and the cartoon world. Now, is it a cartoon world, or is it Gabriel Byrne's imagination that had somehow spawned this alternate reality? We don't know, and neither do the people who fucking made the movie, because they don't give us an answer. There's like, oh, Noids can't have sex with doodles. Okay, how do you know that? And you're telling me, Frank, that you've been there for what, 3 years, 10 years, whatever, and you haven't tried? Come on, dude. Come on. Like, at least just like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it was 50 years, because didn't he die in the 1940s?
Oh,
and
then
right. Then it was 1990s all of a sudden?
You're right. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me the guy kept it in his nuts for 50 years? No way. I'm sorry. That makes no sense to me. And then we do see what happens when a Noid and a Doodle come together, and then the Doodle becomes human, but then he's still human. So wouldn't he have become a Doodle too? It doesn't make any sense. It is a mess. It is a mess of a movie, and logically it just falls apart. I liked this movie as a kid. I think. I don't have clear memories of it beyond seeing it a couple times, but I think I enjoyed it. But rewatching it, man, this was not good. At least it wasn't Monkey Bone. You could have done this in Monkey Bone, because Monkey Bone and Cool World feel like the same movie to me.
I will never say anything negative about a Brendan Fraser film.
Hey, he's the GOAT for sure. But Monkey Bone sucks, and this movie isn't great either. Those are my opening thoughts. Emma, go ahead. Tell us how you really feel about Cool World.
I love Cool World. I love it. And it's not Kim Basinger's fault. Exactly. She did want to show it to kids in hospitals, but this is, if you look at her lines, nothing she says is actually overtly sexual. It's the way she says them. Like, there's a lot of like noises from her. So she should have caught, the hint that this is not supposed to be a kid movie. So right. I don't give a lot of credence to that. The producer and the director, Ralph Bakshi, who did Fritz the Cat, one of his probably his most famous movies, and Wizards, like, he had made more money than a lot of Disney movies, but his stuff was always dirty. Like Fritz the Cat was the first X-rated cartoon, and R. Crumb, who was the original cartoonist for Fritz the Cat, hated the movie. But we're not talking about Fritz the Cat, are we? So Cool World, the biggest problem, if you think from a filmmaking standpoint, is it Act 1 to 2 to 3? No. Is it Stanley Kubrick 6 to 8 submersive impacts? No. The thing is, so when a movie has like a nonsense for magic, right? So the idea is if a Noid and a Toon have sex, then they go to the real world, right? And then to be able to have the strength to stay in the real world and not kind of turn into a Toon, you have to get the spike at the top of that casino in Vegas and hold it long enough. So, but the idea is if a Toon does that, Toon/real person does that, it for some reason destroys both universes. So the problem isn't necessarily the science or the magic. It doesn't make any sense at all. But the thing that I think makes it ruined when you first watch it, and then you can just enjoy it after you get over that, is that you don't know the stakes at first. First, our cartoonist character is just told, hey, you're annoyed human, you can't have sex with toons, but there's no like, hey, it could rip our universes apart or something like that. So it seems like maybe it's a social prejudice, maybe it's a law for like in the lottery, like we don't even know why we do this anymore, kind of thing. So if I were Frank, I would have done the same thing. Boom. Beginning thoughts.
Wait. And so if you were Frank, you would have not had sex with a toon for 50 years?
Well, no. I mean, he didn't have the ability. Sometimes people need to wait until they're emotionally ready, and that the line between universes is okay. Because the movie didn't portray it very well, but I think when he's in prison because he killed his wife's lover. Oh, you go.
Yeah, Frank is the detective. Frank is Brad Pitt. I
don't
remember.
No. What's the other guy?
Gabriel. I don't remember his name.
But the cartoonist who thinks he did Hollywood, made Hollywood and Cool World, I would have done the same thing as him. And Brad Pitt, too. So, I don't disagree with either of their choices.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I fucking love this movie. This is a big nostalgic, piece of my youth, I guess I would say. I fucking love this movie. I basically wanted to watch the other one for the show, and I just picked this one because it also had cool in the title, and I was like, you know what, that'll pair just fine. Same time period.
90s.
Yeah, they're both 90s. They're great, and this one's great. I don't really care about the rules, to be honest. It doesn't bother me at all with this type of movie. It's just kind of like the gist is there. I don't get why they turn into goofy clown looking cartoons when they're changing back. I don't understand that. Why would he turn into something that doesn't look anything remotely like, what is it, Jack Deebs or Jack whatever the fuck his name is?
Dobbs.
The cartoon doesn't look anything like him, and then she starts turning into some different version of her with Marge Simpson blonde hair, and what the fuck was that? I don't know why that's
Little
there.
cinema sins, by the way. I told you I'm a little bit of a twat. I told him before I came on, I'm a little bit of a twat, and I'm gonna stop interrupting people. But I'm just saying, who cares?
Who cares? Who cares?
Shut up.
The rules. The weird not sex with noids. Why'd they call them noids? I think that's a weird fucking
humanoids.
Yeah, that
I said I'd shut up, and then I humanoid. Like everyone else said.
I wasn't feeling that. I like the name Doodles for the cartoons. I think that's great, but I don't know. I don't think he waited fucking, like you said, 50 years to bang that chick that he's obviously in love with. Give me a break. He should have been what's the punishment for the noids who do that though? Because he did it. Gabriel banged her and she turned into a human. But again, I don't care. I thought it was awesome. I think the animation doesn't hold up like it did when I was a kid. I thought it looked a lot better before. When he smokes the cigarette, it's very clearly floating way far from his fingers. When he holds up the badge, it's just as levitating in front of his hand. That stuff I didn't catch as a kid, but I definitely see every weird angle and him dead staring off into the distance while he's talking to someone who's 3 inches away from him. That stuff was weird, but I still love the movie. I still love this movie. I'd watch it again within a year if I wanted to. I still own the DVD of this movie somewhere. But those are my initial thoughts.
You know what? This feels like something that Vinegar Syndrome would make us pay $50 for.
I would gladly.
Me too.
Better than Golden Child.
$75.
I love Golden Child.
Yeah, I would rather have this than Golden Child. So this one's one that straight up.
What does that mean? The movie Golden Child? What is that? Something you guys say?
Vinegar Syndrome's releasing Golden Child.
Oh, why?
I'm excited about it.
Great movie. That's why.
I want Golden Child. Give it to me in 4K. I'll pay any money for it. Any amount of money.
Which one is it? Coming to America or Golden Child, where he's singing Roxanne? What's that?
Neither one. That's 48 hours.
Yeah, 48 hours. Yeah.
Damn it! I'm not allowed to speak ever again.
But I mean, for real though, someone. I think it was released by Scream Factory, wasn't it?
Scream or Shout?
I don't remember that.
Well, Shout Factory. Yeah, I don't remember now. I'll have to look it up. But I only have it on DVD, so maybe not, unless it just didn't come with a slipcover, so I didn't buy it. But
Yeah, you would have had it.
yeah, I
Listen,
would-
you didn't have to pick Cool World to go with Cool as Ice. We could have seen. Well, it's gonna blur
8
out.
Mile or something.
God
Oh,
damn it.
what's that?
Oh, look,
It's
we could have
Cool
seen
Dog?
Cool
Cool
Dog.
Dog?
Fuck, it's blurred out. We could have seen Cool Dog. All right, that was it's
Oh.
a dog, and he's in a taxi, and we could have seen that movie.
we ain't
And I
watching,
have 2 German shepherds.
we ain't watching no dog movie after someone picked a movie where this chick bangs her own dog. We're not watching dog movies ever
Which
again.
movie
okay?
is that? Is it German?
It's not.
Who picked that anyway? Was
It
that
was
Tony?
Tony.
It was
Oh.
Tony.
I'm a little German. I can say that. No, I can't.
Oh, anyway, let's go ahead, Professor, with your final thoughts and barrel rating.
Okay, so the nostalgia factor on this movie is huge for me, so it's going to affect my score, and I'm going to give this a whopping 3 out of 5 barrels.
That's fair. That, there you go. Any other thoughts?
No, I'm good.
All right, Aaron, you're up.
Well, Professor,
All right, so
I have a
before
question
my
for
score.
Professor. 1 second, Professor. If you had a chance to take on Holly, would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I would have been 100 times more into it if it was Tracy Lords.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm 100% on both. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Aaron. Oh, Aaron,
That's okay.
answer the question, then go ahead and give us your thoughts.
Oh, Hollywood, Aaron would. So, but definitely. But yeah. So on the film, Cool World came before his comic book did. Cool World was around in the 40s. He started making comic around 20 years ago, so that would have been around the 70s. It's called Cool World most likely because it's kind of independent comic, and independent comics have these weird kind of lame names. Just look at a lot of the Robert Crumb stuff, a lot of that style, the Daniel Cowell stuff. I don't think he could have sex with them because basically what happened to him beforehand with his mom and the trauma and stuff like that. And they do mention in the film that they go to a certain point and they can't finish. Said, what's the use? We can only go so far. And so that's if you're listening, some of this stuff is actually explained in the movie.
But then it's broken when Gabriel Byrne and Kim Basinger hook up. So what?
But
happens?
she's like the she's a noir like femme fatale. That she's the one that breaks those rules, that brings him there. And he's broken himself. He's just gotten out of jail. She's had time. He's been going back and forth between Cool World, like just for moments, and now he's finally in there. Like she's been planning this for a long time. This isn't something that just happened. But anyway, my score for this one is an easy 4 barrels, and I was tempted to give it 4.5. I really, really like this movie, and I'm a big indie comic fan, so that really that's one of the things for me. And the soundtrack, I want the soundtrack on vinyl so bad.
It is on vinyl. I saw somebody had it.
I know we need it.
He wants it. All right. Shasha?
I'm going to say 2 barrels. One for the artistry of how the world looked with the buildings and the train and all the background elements look so good. The cartoons, not so much. And the other barrel for the random anvils that would just drop on people. I think I always get a kick out of that.
Fair.
All right. Look, hot take. I don't like Ralph Bakshi's artwork, his art style. There was a period, I think last year, where every month I would focus on a different filmmaker that I had not really seen their work, and I watched all of Ralph's movies. I forget which one I liked, but I pretty much disliked all of them. Story-wise, I always had issues. Art style, which one?
American Pop, the one with the all of musical talent for years, and there's like tragic ends for all of them except for the last one. It's brilliant.
That's right.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't recall what I thought of it. Oh, 4 stars. I gave that one 4 stars. So that's probably the one that I liked the most. But I'm not a big fan of his style. It just never connected with me. I as a kid I didn't really watch a lot of animated stuff. Honestly, I never really watched a lot of the Disney stuff. So Cool World and Roger Rabbit were sort of the biggest things I would sort of focus my attention on because they were studio releases and they'd be in theaters and there'd be trailers all over the place. This is a movie that for me could have worked, but it feels like it needed another pass on the script. It almost feels like the script was almost there, but somebody didn't come through and go, okay, well, logically this doesn't connect with this, doesn't connect with that. Like so Brad Pitt's in the cartoon world. He's human and physical, and he can interact with the cartoon things. But then why can't he have sex with them either? That doesn't make any sense if he's physically touching them as well. It's not like he goes through them. Also, how does he have a human car in there? It doesn't make any sense. To me, when a movie gives you magical realism, okay, but you have to follow that through so that I can swallow the rules. And if you keep showing me stuff that breaks these rules, then I'm as a writer, I check out. I was like, I can't. I feel like I'm in the wrong hands. That's the biggest problem with Cool World. The ending makes no fucking sense. A tower in a hotel in Vegas can open up the world to Toontown. That doesn't make any sense. And then everything gets sucked back in except for the cartoon doctor, and none of it makes any sense. It was a misfire, and it's certainly something that I feel did not age well at all. And I don't know if it was successful or not. I don't know, Lady Shasha, did you do any research on that? If it was a hit or anything?
Oh no! You know what? I meant to look that up because I wondered what the box office was.
Yeah, it was a big
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, I only pick movies with bad ratings, so it had to have been terrible.
Not everyone has tape.
It
I said
absolutely
because taste, and I said tape. I'm so sorry.
tape. It's okay. It works too.
I do.
It didn't work for me, and I'm glad I revisited because I did have fond memories, but now I do not. I'm gonna give it 2 barrels. Mainly for Kim Basinger, however you pronounce it, and Brad Pitt fucking doing an incredible job, even though he does have that dead stare every once in a while. But like, man, that is a hard job. You're in a room. It could be green, it could be blue, and you're just kind of staring off, talking to random cartoons. That's a hard job, and he for the most part made me believe that he really was there. So 2 barrels for Cool World, and please let's not do anything over $1 million budget, $2 million budget next time. I feel it doesn't really belong here, but I'll let you have it because you were the winner last season, Blake.
The winner of what? Is there a game at the end?
Yeah, we the winner at the end of the season we pick who was the worst move, who had the worst move, and they won that season, and then they get to kick off the next season.
That's exciting. I like that about your podcast.
It is exciting. All right, go ahead, Emma.
Oh, when you first watch this, you get caught up in all the stuff that's wrong, which is right. I mean, the first time I watched this, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what is happening. What are the stakes of what's happening? Like, why is this so serious? Why is this Once you watch it after, this was one of those movies, after you can get over that, after the first time, it's just so fun. And knowing that the producer, the director, the animators some days weren't given any word or instructions, so they just animated random stuff. That's why you'll see random cartoon stuff, which at the first time you're like, it's a little bit noisy, but then it feels like part of the movie. Once you get, okay, well, this isn't going to be something that makes total sense. I know what happens. It doesn't make sense, but the characters are, dare I say it, cool. And 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 also the soundtrack is amazing, which shouldn't, like, a lot of movies that are not good to very good could have a good soundtrack, like Batman Forever. Amazing movie, amazing soundtrack. But Cool World specifically, one of my favorite soundtracks actually. But Cool World, it has a lot of My Life with a Kill, Thrill Cults, The Devil Does Drugs. This is what the devil does. And then it has David Bowie, as the professor mentioned before, Cult of Cinema. and it also has New World Order by Ministry. Like, dude, sick. Like, I love it. And I'm so magnet. So one of my earliest crushes, two of my earliest crushes on actual celebrities were Kim Basinger, because I also had seen her in Batman, and my stepmom is an alien, and
Love
then Jim Carrey specifically as the Riddler. So, it's a bit of a mix. But I give this 5 out of 5 barrels.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I mean, that's fine.
I
I'm giving
base
it.
that not on. So I'm basing my rating. I'm not sure if you guys like have that like established. Not on what makes a good movie. Like, just judge it as a film within time, and think of it as a naturalistic film perspective, a formalist perspective. It would be different, but on my account, 5 out of 5 barrels over the Niagara Falls.
So just so you know, in general, we try to get the lowest scores possible because we want to have the lowest
I don't
scoring
care.
movie. But no, you give it what feels right. I mean, I gave
No,
5
my
stars.
rating is honest.
I
I'm
love it.
sorry to ruin it. I'm sorry to ruin.
No, there's
but
no
it's
way.
true.
There's no way he was gonna get anything lower than what he's gotten, because it's a solid, for the most part. It's a real movie. It's not like the shits we've seen. So. I mean, I gave 5 stars
okay,
to
so
the
can I
Dog-Sec
can I
movie.
bring up a kind of pointed judgment here right now for a brief moment?
Mm-hmm.
So it was you, Master of Chaos.
Okay.
People were guessing backstage, like, who was it? And you're like, it's me. And I'm like, how brash, but it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm a pussycat in real
Okay.
life. I'm a pussycat. I'm a nice gal. No, so yeah, no, you mentioned in idea with Beijing Dracula vampire, as you both as all of you lovely, and it was very funny when you pointed out, like, it's not Dracula like the garbage man, it's not Dracula like, your gardener, it's Dracula vampire. I love that joke, whoever said it, brilliant. But you all I don't know, I don't remember, but you did insinuate the Polonia brothers not to be good filmmakers, and we're at odds, sir. The foil has begun.
I will go on the record as to state the Polonia brothers are horrible filmmakers.
They're amazing boys that have wondrous minds.
Amazing boys.
Films that. No, look, something about the tube socks and the Velcro shoes turns me on a little bit, with the mustache in Pennsylvania, knowingly walking around random places. Cinema.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy them.
Cinema just being a word of relating to movies and motion pictures. So I get a little annoyed also when people are like, do you want to make something cinematic? I'm like, fuck you. Sorry. I'm done.
I don't remember discussing the Polonia brothers on that episode, but
do? I wouldn't bring.
I don't like them.
I do my homework. That's one thing about me. I do my homework.
Well, we've done two of their movies, I think. One
thing I know about my homework is you guys tend to not interrupt each other, and I've been doing the opposite. So
it's all good. It's all good. But Polonia brothers suck. Anyway, go ahead, Blake.
All right. So yeah, the goal was not met here on the Voyage scale. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 because I just have to. In real life, it's a 3.5, but in the Voyage terms, it's 4.5 for me. I honestly think this is one of the best movies we've watched, which I have a tendency to do that, I think, once a season. So, but I mean, I would rather watch this 1,000 times over watching Dracula in Beijing, Buddha Bomb, Boom Bam. Okay, I have no interest in watching that ever again. This I will probably watch at least twice more before I die. So I'm like this was a good one. I'm actually glad that we got to watch this because I just watched it right before we came on. So that brings us to our next movie, which I have the trailer for that as well. Maybe I do. Yeah. Okay. Next up is Cool as Ice.
Their values are from the 50s. Their homes are from the 60s. And their music is from the 70s.
Well, let's start chasing.
So, are we having fun yet or what?
But now, this sleepy little town is about to become cool as ice.
Drop it.
What the hell is that?
Drop that zero and get with the hero.
You are the girl for me.
See you later, Dick.
It's Nick.
Oh, yeah. Nick.
I'll leave you nigga.
Sometimes I'd like to do something really wild just because I never have.
If you ain't true to yourself, then you ain't true to nobody.
Your love can take me higher.
I want you to stay away from him.
He's not what you think he is. My brother's been kidnapped.
What we want, Jim, is a little collection on an old IOU. You're the I, and we're the you.
You're all wrong. He didn't do anything.
Come on, get on.
How can you know that, Catherine?
I trust him, Dad.
Vanilla Ice is going to take an uncool world and chill it to the bone.
Well, I hope you like being a biker chick, because you're not going to see me or my car again. Imagine that.
From Universal Pictures, Cool as Ice.
Oh wow!
Everybody.
Everybody get loose. We're gonna kick it off.
Okay, everybody.
Or feel it. Either one.
Word to your mother. Right. We're gonna go the opposite direction this time, so we're kicking it off with Emma.
Ooh, wow, really me? Okay, so initial thoughts. Okay, this movie is Vanilla Ice the movie. Okay, there's what do I expect? 8 Mile? Like I expected the storyline would be something like 8 Mile. I know this is way before 8 Mile, but it'd be him as a rapper, him trying to get cred somehow. Excuse me for my 90s movements and such of what white people think other people do. So it's like the idea that this movie, what can you expect from it? To be honest, it's Vanilla Ice. Like, I mean, we're not gonna be Simpsons here where it's like, ooh, how dumb. I mean, it's a Vanilla Ice movie. And when it comes to 90s movies and it's Vanilla Ice who sucks, I mean, this is exactly what I wanted it to be, you know, and I am a sucker. No, I'm a sucker. You can roast me so bad. I am a sucker for montages of couples on dates that couple dates don't really happen, like when they were like spraying the hose at each other and like an abandoned Habitat for Humanities as riff tracks put it, and just like skipping around in it, and she's in and most 90s thing ever. It's like a short dress with sunflowers, a sundress with sunflowers on it, perfect, on his stupid neon motorbike, and he's Vanilla Ice, and he takes his shirt off, and even though I'm not attracted to Vanilla Ice, but you know, I liked the montage so much. It's like I blurred out his face and the shorts, and like the rest of it was kind of okay. So I have a lot of fun watching it. It can be a little boring, but who expected the dad's in a witness protection program subplot? Not me. You know, it's kind of nice.
No, I like Disorderlies better.
Yeah,
I
same.
haven't seen Disorderlies. What is that? Is that a Vanilla Ice movie?
No, it's a movie with the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. It's probably better than this. This is like, and when I say it's not a 90s bad movie, I mean it's a movie starring Vanilla Ice. Is Vanilla Ice the movie? Do you expect it to be good? No. What? And the fact that the plot is he goes to his homie as they say in the movie. His homie's bike breaks down. Who we hardly ever get to know their names. His crew, because everyone's in a side character besides him and this love interest, who is a like maybe kind of snooty girl. She's a horse girl, okay, and she's also valedictorian, so much that it's on the news, and that's how her dad is in witness protection, gets spotted, so it's her fault. And I mean, what? Like this doesn't like 8 Mile makes sense, but this doesn't make sense. Like, and that's part of why I like it. Like, is it something I'd watch every year? Honestly, no. But it's fun. I think one of my favorite scenes is when her little brother is kidnapped and he has to say on a cassette tape, like, I'm fine, but if you bring like $1 million to this spot, I'm gonna be. So obviously a kidnap tape. And she's in distraught, and her and Ice are having kind of a fight right now. Like, they're not on good terms. Ooh. And she goes to Vanilla Ice, and she has this tape, and she's like distraught. Like, please, can you listen to this? And then he's there like, as long as it's fresh.
That's
what
how I
other
judge
movie
things.
could give you that? What other movie I dare bet? Okay, so since I'm first, I want everyone's opinion if they want to give it. Who is the better rapper, Vanilla Ice or Marky Mark?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Feel it. Feel the vibration. I'm here to bring the rhythm and the rhyme.
Well,
So
because Jenny
I dare you to. I
on the
dare
wild
you.
side.
God,
Feel it.
I'm gonna go with Vanilla Ice.
You know what? To be honest, that's true. I wanted it to be Marky Mark because that would have been funnier. But honestly, Vanilla Ice, when you separate the sample they didn't pay for originally of David Bowie and Queen, and you listen, he's faster. He's a bit quicker with the rhyme than.
And he uses larger words than Marky Mark. That's
not hard. But
that's difficulty to rhyming. If you're using
words.
multi-syllable words, it's harder to rhyme with than what Marky Mark was saying. So I gave him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And they're both pieces of shit, but I think Marky Mark's a bigger piece of shit at the same time.
He has a literal hate crime on his record.
Yeah, look, he's a man for being Asian, so like we don't need to like Marky Mark at all. But it is just like because it was the time, and it feels like all the music in between isn't even rap music. It's like the same sound,
it's house
as
music,
Marky Mark, the funky bunch kind of music, but generic. So, but I had fun. So,
all right, MC.
Two things came out of the 90s that make the 90s worth it to me. Scream and In Living Color. And in the immortal words of Antoine and Blaine, hated it. This is
what is there to hate?
So fucking bad on every level.
It's a Vanilla Ice movie. How could you judge it on any other lane? And now I'm gonna.
I hate Vanilla Ice. I hate every choice.
Me too.
I hate every choice he makes. It's like, oh, but it's a Hitler
Don't throw
movie.
me under the bus. If anybody's
it's a Hitler movie. Don't
like.
judge it because it's Hitler. Look, Hitler's having fun.
No. That's not fair. That's not fair. Vanilla Ice has not been responsible for any deaths, sir.
Yes.
So I
okay.
Say,
but I'm saying taking look, this is a vanity piece. The really reason this movie exists is because a producer or the record company was like, oh man, we gotta make this kid a star. We gotta make this kid a star. He is fucking not. This is why I hate the 90s. Vanilla Ice is the worst person to come out of that entire musical experience. And this movie is the just the epitome of everything that can be wrong with cinema. It's artificial, it's disingenuous, and it's just montage after montage after montage.
I love montages. It was exactly what it needed to be. It's Vanilla Ice the movie, basically.
It didn't need to be this way. It didn't need to be a music video. David Kellogg, the director, has done a ton of music video shit. He also, I've done my research, has done a ton of commercials and a ton of Playboy Centerfold videos. Just somebody told me about it. I don't. That's how I heard about it.
Sure.
And
I didn't say a thing.
So watching this movie, you know, you can tell this guy is not making a movie. He's making a whole bunch of vignettes, little music video vignettes. That date, oh my fucking god! Don't get me started.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie. I want to go on a date like that.
Well, it'll never happen because it's only exists in this magical world where Vanilla Ice drives around. I wanted to throw a Molotov cocktail into that fucking house that they were dancing around in. It is atrociously bad as a piece of filmmaking and as a piece of propaganda for Vanilla Ice. The only good thing in the movie is Michael Gross, who I mean, you know, I'm sure he had to pay some bills. And you know, he's in he's in a thankless role as the dad, but you know, at least he gets to do something. And it's weird that they even had a name in it to begin with, because I'm sure they just wanted Vanilla to be the main fucking guy. Another thing that I thought was weird, and I wonder if Lady Shasha caught this, all of his friends are black people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like they wanted to give him extra cred.
Validate him.
Yes, that's what it was.
But they're black people. They give like no names to anybody. Maybe one gets named for a second because his bike breaks down.
That was the whole Funky Bunch too for Marky Mark. Like,
they're everybody. They're side characters, and not even that. Like we just see snapshots of them in montages, like dancing and stuff.
Not only dancing or worrying about their bikes being broken,
eating green eggs too. That was part of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was one guy having fucking cereal. Stupid.
And the worst sandwich I've
ever
ever
was
seen.
a sandwich, which peanut butter, pickles. Was
disgusting.
I would have tried it though. I would have tried it. Like I would give someone the benefit of the doubt. It was just one bite. I can spit it out. That looked interesting.
Well, the thing is, I could get with the sardines and the mustard. Okay, that goes together. Maybe the pickles, because that goes. But the peanut butter throws the whole thing off.
It's the peanut butter alone. So would you have a bite without the peanut butter?
Without the peanut butter, I tried.
That's
salty.
fair.
I like
that.
Salty.
Is completely fair.
Okay. Anyway, those are my opening thoughts. But I will say this movie reminded me of the Pee Wee Herman movie of Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Except that worked because Pee-wee was a genuine human being who was a weird dude who lived in a weird world.
Vanilla Paul Rubin.
Vanilla Ice feels like he came out of fucking Cool World, and he's trying to live in our normal world, and the world actively hates his presence. Those are my opening thoughts for Cool.
Did anybody ever like his presence? Like I'm old, but I'm not that old. Like was he ever
that old? I will tell you, because this movie came out when I was in high school.
Please.
And they almost got Homegirl's outfit right. Like the floral dress with the jean jacket, I had that, but we would have worn it with Doc Marten boots, not with those little Skippy sneakers she had. I don't know what kind of sneakers.
Agreed. Big egregious
Doc
mistake.
Martens on with it. Also, it's like the worst time capsule of the 90s because it's all the corny shit that we didn't like. One of the people in his crew had a Jerry curl. That was out by like 1987. It's 91. This dude still has a Jerry curl. It's short.
Is he in the Commodores or something? He goes from the Commodores to Vanilla Ice or something?
I don't know. And then one of the worst things they put in there, which was a true thing that used to happen in the 90s, at the very beginning montage, when Vanilla Ice is performing with the, is it like a light bulb? Singing
a low-hanging light bulb.
Wrapping into a light bulb. If you notice, the woman that's singing the hook is model Naomi Campbell. And in the 90s, with a lot of house music, like CNC Music Factory, Black Box, if you look up their music videos, it's always a supermodel singing the lyrics, but the actual singer is Martha Wash, who was at the time maybe a 45-year-old, very hefty woman. She used to be in the Weather Girls. She was one half of the two women that sang It's Raining Men. And she used to sing a lot of the hooks on the house music, those heavy, hard gospel vocals that were her. But in the music video, you see a beautiful black model.
George Michael did that too, but
yeah, they did that with this too. And his haircut, I was so offended by his haircut. And the girl, she was upset by the wrong things. She's upset by something he said about her dad, but she wasn't upset when he snuck into a room and dripped water in her mouth. Like that would have upset me.
Broke into her house. Look, like I could be at, okay, so It's nice to have a girl on here. No offense, guys. I
Yes.
love you guys too. But the thing is, like, okay, even if I was at the brink, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this guy I've been seeing for a while, I think I'm in love with him. I think he's the one. And then I'm going to sleep, and in the morning, he's broken into my house and is laying next to me in my like short little nightgown, dripping ice into my mouth. It's over forever. I don't care. That's the creepiest shit.
Yes.
She was thirsty.
He assumed he was putting ice in her mouth. You get it? Come on.
I've never been so proud of Gen X as I am in this moment, because we let Vanilla Ice get one song off and then he was over with. Like, he was out the freaking door. As soon as we found out that he wasn't from Miami, he was from Texas. His name was something Van Winkle.
Robert Van Winkle.
Oh yeah, we were like, he's out of here. Millennials, what's taking you so long to get Drake out of here? Y'all let that. As soon as he came out with Starting from the Bottom and you saw him on Degrassi, how did you let that rock? We had a similar thing. There was an actor named Brian Austin Green. He used to be on 90210. And then he tried to put out a rap album and try to act hard. And Gen X was like, no, we saw you on 90210. What are you
Is he the guy with the really curly hair that was going out with Tori Spelling? Is that the character?
No, I think she...
In the show, yeah, that's how it started. He was
But I
there
think
were the early seasons, yeah.
The one in Sharknado?
Okay, I couldn't remember who he
No,
was.
that's Ian Ziering.
I'm thinking of Ian Ziering. So is it Brandon or Dylan?
Neither one. He's like a
it's
second-tier
Ian.
character.
Oh, God.
Okay,
He
so
corrects everybody with that all the time. He's all, it's Ian.
Brian Austin Green was married to Megan Fox. He's Megan Fox's baby daddy.
Yeah, he came out with the hip hop, and Gen X was like, no. But somehow Drake
I don't
was able
even
to
know
get
what
on
you're
Degrassi
talking
and then
about.
come out and rap about shooting people, and millennials were like, yeah, like what?
Wait, what was he the one that played Brandon?
No, he
No,
played
Jason Priestley.
Played David.
He played David, the freshman. He was a freshman.
I don't
he
remember
wasn't-
that character at
think he
all.
was
I
in
guess
more
I
of the
blocked
later
it out.
years.
Yeah, he
Because I
gets
had
bigger
stopped
when
watching it by then. I went to college. I remember I went to college and he came on. But one last thing. I was surprised Jose didn't pick up on it. I was so shocked, and it was only because of a joke that the Riff Tracks guy said. The cinematographer for Cool as Ice is Janis Kaminsky, who also did Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. That's crazy. That's
It was
wild.
before that though.
Another paycheck.
A job is a job, and it also got her jobs to better movies. It's a movie business, baby.
Yes. She was able to recreate that MTV, like back in the day when they used to have. Actually, there's one sequence when the parents are setting out the breakfast. The editing was just like Fresh Prince. Parents Just Don't Understand, that music video. I don't know if anyone else noticed the editing was like almost identical to that music video.
That quick shot and then the moving fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Parents just don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't know if that music video is like that. I don't remember that one, but yes, I remember the French Prince very much. Like the quick cut, right?
Yeah, it's a quick when the mother's putting out the dishes, like it's shot like that music video for no reason.
It's all a music video. Janis Kaminsky, by the way, is a Polish man.
Sorry.
But the cinematographer is a Polish man at this current date. Got it.
I apologize for misgendering you.
No, it's fine. I'm sure he watches this religiously.
You never know.
Well, we didn't mean anything bad by it. We're updated now.
Mm-hmm. Is that it for your opening thoughts?
That's it for my opening thoughts. I'll think of some more later. Oh, and did I say enough about how bad the clothes were? Like the pants he had on were atrocious, and then the jacket. I was reading the words on a jacket.
Oh,
he had like sex written on one shoulder, and it just
out by law, baby.
Yeah,
out by law. I'm like, what does that mean?
It was down by law,
down by law. And then
down
he had
law.
JK. I noticed one was the initials JK and a star, and I'm like, who's JK, or is it just kidding, or?
I have no clue. It's just random things written on his legs and his jacket, and it's just terrible. And mind you, I'm from suburban Connecticut, and we weren't even this corny in the 90s.
It looks like Connecticut. I don't know where they shot. Probably in California, but to me, it's
California.
very Connecticut vibes.
Yeah, it did. It did feel like the visual would look like the small town where I'm from, but we knew better because like we had BET. You can see rappers, other rappers. Also, it was kind of late,
real
right?
rappers, like people that actually.
Well, the thing with the rap, I can compare this to rock. Coming out of the 80s, I was in elementary school during the 80s, and hair metal was huge. And so I remember starting high school in 1989 and seeing the seniors on the bus, and they still had the hair metal hair and everything. They were really cool looking. Literally a year later, that Nirvana drops, and then everything changed. Like hair metal was completely over. The same thing happened with hip hop. Right when Vanilla Ice came out, he probably would have been better if he came out in 87, 88. But when he came out, like maybe 6 months to a year later, all of a sudden we get Wu-Tang and Onyx and Leaders in the New School. And it's the whole thing changed from rocking the funky polka dots to more of a more harder edge rap, less dancey, we're just having a good time rap. The same, it went the same way as rock. The sex, drugs, and rock and roll of the 80s turned into something more serious in the 90s. And I think Vanilla Ice he was too late. He was at the end of a era. But like I said, a good comparison to him is like Drake. He's coming to an end of an era. I don't know what the next phase of hip hop is, but like it seems like he's still doing like 2012-ish type stuff, and we're going into 2025.
Yeah, is he? Are you talking about Drake?
Yeah.
But I think Vanilla Ice he's such a limited individual, even just talent-wise, that, unlike a Justin Timberlake, who I feel has been able to sort of reinvent himself as an actor and do other things, Vanilla Ice was so limited that he was just stuck in a fucking box. And,
he could not act.
Let's keep him in that box.
Yeah.
For as long as we can.
He's Vanilla Ice. I mean, it's like expecting like a 4-year-old to write something Mozart wrote as an adult. Like, it's just not going to happen. I'm not sticking up for Vanilla Ice, by the way. But
I hear he has a construction business now, which is ironic.
Like legit,
considering where he took the girl on the date.
Yes, I love that date. I love that date. Like, it was my favorite part of the movie. I'm single. I'm laying diagonal in my bed. I'm maybe not 100% sober, and they're having their montage of the date, and I'm petting my dog. I'm like, this is great. Like, this is a fun day. No, yeah.
He did his TV show for almost 10 years, the Vanilla Ice Project.
Yeah, isn't that renovating houses?
I didn't see that. He was on like some stupid VH1 or MTV reality
He was on
show.
Vanilla Ice Goes Amish, and what was that?
It wasn't
2013?
specifically his show. It was like one that gets like celebrities that are kind of
Surreal Life. He was on Surreal Life.
That's it. He was on
Yeah,
that, and he kept on saying, "Throw me under the bus. I'm gonna throw me under the bus." That's what I remember.
To his credit, in real life, he does seem like an actually nice person. I haven't heard stories of him just being a dick to people. He just seems like a nice person that tried out rap, wasn't the best fit for him.
He was a corporate plant. He wasn't like, God forbid I say it, Marshall Mathers, who cares about the music. He's just an industry plant. He's a pop artist. He's not a rapper. In my opinion.
He primarily makes his money now through flipping houses.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good for him.
He's actually donated houses to people who couldn't afford the properties and help them pay for the taxes. The other way that he makes his money is now he does metal. He makes metal music.
Oh, wow.
I think he's got like 8 metal albums now.
He did a Kid Rock.
It's like you can. Oh my God! I gotta throw up if I think about Kid Rock.
I will never ever let people live down the fact that they pay money to go see Kid Rock sing "Sweet Home Alabama" when he's from Detroit. Y'all never.
No, he's rich. Kid Rock is secretly a
he was
super
born
rich kid.
He was born rich. He was a rich kid that just.
They had an apple orchard and a pool houses, and he's pretending to be white trash appropriating another culture, and it's like, dude, like he was the fakest of the fake.
That is cultural appropriation. Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
When I say Detroit,
Vanilla Ice over Kid Rock any day,
proper.
Especially now that you mentioned the charity he does. Any day, Vanilla Ice over Kid Rock. Kid Rock is fucking trash.
Jesus,
it's my own floor. I'll pick it up.
Okay. All right, Aaron, go ahead.
Well, first, between Vanilla Ice and Mark Snow. Gotta go Snow.
Yes.
Informer.
Yeah.
Well, Smack, by the way.
Mhm.
Which none of the songs in
Snow
this
was,
stuff.
Snow
Every
was a
song in this one.
Canadian reggae artist who happened to be white.
Yeah.
Oh well,
True.
so Snow is like Vanilla Ice appropriate name, and
But he was
are
better.
they
At,
any
he
good?
was better at.
He was legit.
Yeah, he was better at doing the patois. Like it was believable because a lot of people that I knew, especially like my father's side of family is Jamaican. We did until we saw him. We didn't know he was white. Like so, I think he nailed it. If no one knows you're white till they see you, then you probably nailed it.
Like that corny guy, never gonna give you up, and never gonna
Oh, he's
let
not
you
corny. I
down.
love Rick Ashley.
I do too.
Did you hear this new TikTok trend? Red-haired people are black now. It's a
I have what?
Rick Ashley has red hair. He's a ginger, so he's one of ours now.
What is that? I don't know. I am on TikTok, but that's not something I've been privy to.
It started with like red hair people were telling childhood stories about how poorly they've been treated, like horrific stories. Did you know there was a National Kick a Redhead Day? I didn't know that. This was new.
I didn't either.
But apparently it's in November, but they were telling horrific stories. And one of the things, this one girl said that somebody told her that she's pretty for a red-haired girl. And
it's not the same. I just gotta say. I mean,
there was a comparison. So then we, both red-haired people and black people made it into a cute joke that red-haired people are black people now, and so they started posting videos of red-haired people that sing like black people, and they put up Tina Marie, Rick Ashley, the dude that sings, What You Won't Do for Love. He has red hair, Simply Red, and it was like, isn't it weird that they said red-haired people have no souls, but they sing with the most soul? It's just become a whole cute thing. That's just a funny little trend right now.
Remick, if it wasn't for like the whole stealing people's autonomy and culture, cute little lad doing a jig. Otherwise,
he's written. I'm sorry to derail the conversation, but
we really need to get back on track.
But Remick is much like Killmonger, Eric Killmonger, in that you can understand why they feel the way they feel,
but he's still
their
bad.
method is wrong. Their method for their revenge is wrong, but their anger for their revenge is right. That's the way I read it.
That's perfectly said. I like that. And I love how, lastly, sorry guys. Okay. I love how the guitar is symbolic, not of the devil like the Robert Johnson sends. But I've been dying to talk about this movie. I will try and make this brief. I don't have a lot of film people in my life. Okay. So, and when he used the guitar, which is a symbol of the ancestors, that's why it was his uncle's guitar, not some famous other guy, right? And then it had the silver. I'm like, that's so perfect, and why he couldn't let go of the guitar because he's part of the I love the whole. I love that movie so much.
Okay, Aaron, go ahead, please. Let's get back on track.
Speaking of movies I didn't love, I did not like the music in this movie. I did not like the cinematography in this movie. I'm sorry that a famous person did it. He was slumming, and I'm pretty sure he was drunk and on something, but this was horrible. Direction in this is non-existent. It just does not exist. It's not a movie. It's not even a remotely movie. I got to agree with Mr. Cass on this. It's not a film. It's like little segments with like a 10-minute storyline that could have been told as a short,
like a minuet kind of deal.
Put in the middle. It's, oh my God, it is painful. And I got to give a quick shout out to Brian Austin Green, because I like Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and he was the cool guy in that. So he does redeem himself eventually. But yeah, no, this movie has no redemption. It is horrible. It is not worth watching. Somebody asked if it was better than Glitter. No, it is not.
Glitter is way better.
Thing that he's ever done was that little sequence with the Go Ninja Go rap in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja rap.
Only time
Go Ninja,
he should
go
be on
Ninja,
screen
go.
ever. Yeah. Oh my God, so much pain.
I am a Mimi fan. I'm fan of Miss Mimi. I love Glitter. I love Glitter, and I hate when the men in that movie touch her. I'm like, don't you fucking dare.
Not just like
you can't, you don't even you shouldn't be able to breathe the same air as Mimi, as Mariah Carey. Get out of here. No, I'm a Mimi fan.
The same. I love her
true.
Too. I love her.
Okay.
Looking fine.
Anything else?
I get kind of hectic inside.
I forget.
Emma, we will.
I'm so into you, baby. If you only knew.
I did hate this guys. Yeah, no, I mean, like, he was creepier than Mark Wahlberg was in Fear. So, yeah, he was not the ideal boyfriend. So, yeah.
Mhm.
And by the way, John Hames Newton, Superboy, like, come on.
Which character is
She
he
was-
playing?
Oh
Cool as hell?
yeah! Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah,
Holy
like-
shit! I didn't recognize him.
I was
Which
gonna bring
character
that
in
up,
Cool
you
as
beat me
Ice
to
is
it.
he?
The boyfriend.
He was the
Boyfriend.
boyfriend. He was like the boyfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
the
you
lame
love when
ass
he
like
said, "You're never gonna see me or my car again."
again, and she's already on another dude's bike holding on to him. Okay, all right. If you had to be the one to do the breakup, you know, all right. Like it feels pointless to say that. Like she's holding another dude on his bike. He's like, "You're never gonna see me, my car again," and he's got like the. It's funny. It's funny. I'll give it to them. It made me laugh because he's
And
got like
again,
a
too
brace in his
late.
arm.
The car would have been cool if it was the 80s.
Yes!
In Miami Vice. By 91, that's not a cool car anymore.
Well,
So good.
Vanilla Ice's character was homeless, so I think she probably should have ended up with the other guy. over
No,
the
a
homeless guy.
drifter. No, drifter. Let's say
Drifter is a
drifter.
homeless person who just walks around more.
We don't know if he
Only
has
for
a
homeless.
big LA loft that he just never goes to. We don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
never
don't
filled
think
in
so.
the blocks.
I will say, I think Blake will agree. This is probably the best biker movie ever made.
The fuck I would. No,
I have a lot of opinions of biker movies. One of my favorites being His Motorbike, Her Island by
Great
Obayashi,
movie.
who did Hasu.
Love that movie. Professor, go ahead.
So I love how this movie is every bad decision that people made in the 90s. Asymmetrical haircuts, hate them. Weird style pattern parachute pants, hated it. Jackets that have too much going on, hated it.
Loved it.
Motorcycles that are weirdly painted, hated them. And I find it hilarious that this movie started with a music video, had a music video in the middle, and then ended with a music video. This movie is insane. And okay, I made a mistake though. I did make a mistake because I watched this movie first before I watched Cruel World. But I was in a movie train basically watching just multiple movies. And right before I watched this movie, I watched Sneakers, and because I recently got the 4K. And Sneakers is cinema gold. Sneakers is a fantastic movie. And then I led into this, and I wanted to shoot myself in the face. I love Michael Gross because,
But in a fresh way.
no,
Like-
not in a fresh way. I wanted to make it a mess. I wanted it to be terrible.
Right on.
I wanted people to clean up the blood on the wall and just curse my name forever. And then I wanted them to curse this movie because it's what made me do it.
I get that.
This movie was not fun. I didn't have a good time. The only good part about this movie is Michael Gross. And I will never say anything negative about Michael Gross because he played a kick-ass dad in Family Ties. And he was awesome in all the Tremors movies. I don't care how bad the movie was.
He's awesome.
But this movie was a shit show. It was a giant shit show.
You didn't enjoy the like lots of montages of her
No.
bowl of blue
No,
fish?
I don't need montages. I don't need montages of bullshit. Just finish the fucking
The
movie
fish
so
were
I can
pretty.
do something else. I hated this movie.
Pretty girl,
angry.
pretty fish. I'm into it. Like, let's go.
If
I'm
you put all
watching.
those fish in that bowl, they would die within 45 minutes.
There's
There's
no
way too many fish in that fucking bowl.
and nothing else. Like it would be disgusting looking if it was but
And I'm
in a
surprised-
movie where Vanilla Ice is the main character, I'll let it slide. It looks cool.
I'm also surprised that Nintendo didn't sue this movie because of all the Super Mario music in the background when the kids playing Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
Well, they probably paid. I mean,
It's the best
I
music
hope
in the
so.
movie.
Basement.
But I hated this movie. I hated it. I don't want it. I want it to disappear. I'm okay with every copy of this movie being burned and it never being spoken of again.
Whoa,
That's all I
that's
got to say.
intense. For
But now that you
Cool
say
as
that,
ice.
we're gonna get a big 4K box set of it.
I'd buy it. I have a 4K of the Miami Connection. Like, have you guys done that movie yet?
No,
over
because
there.
that's a good movie.
Which,
That
by the
doesn't
way,
belong on
is
here.
mostly shot in Orlando.
Yep.
Just so you know.
I love that. I love it even more. I gotta watch it again. Dragon Sound forever.
Yes.
Dragon
Better
Sound
music.
Friends
forever,
for
man.
eternity, friends forever.
Hey, Professor, real quick, it sounds like you're a Michael Gross fan. Did you ever see the final Tremors movie, Shrieker Island?
Yes, I did.
Isn't it awesome? Without giving anything away, it's pretty fantastic.
There are some really, really good scenes. Like a lot of the, it's a super fun movie. It's not really a good movie, but it is super fun. It is super entertaining, and some of the scenes and the way they tied it with some of the previous movies, fantastic. I loved it. I'll give it 5 stars.
I think it's great, especially the ending, which we won't get into in there, but I feel it really ties up the series in a really powerful way. Anyway, anything else you want to add, bud?
Nope, I'm it. That's it. No more. Okay.
All right. Yep. This movie was fucking garbage. It was bad. It was not good. I loved this movie as a kid. I feel like I honestly did. I remember when it was first came out on DVD back in the day, and I needed it then, and it was in this great fucking artwork, which is basically just this artwork, but it looks really cool. Anyway, I thought it was going to be bearable to watch, but holy fucking shit. My old lady and I watched this one. She was not feeling it. She was not happy with my choice. Like, she watched Cool World and she loved that. Like, we were fine with that. She watched this and she just wanted to smack the shit out of me, I think. So it was.
Does your old lady usually watch the pics with you? Is she a bad movie fan?
These ones she's more into. The ones like last episode, MC's
Beijing
she had
Dracula
no
Vampire.
interest in watching those. No interest in watching those, but she wanted to watch these and I talked these up because I love Cool World.
You
I love
can't talk up a movie like this. That's your biggest mistake.
And well, I had to talk it up because otherwise she wanted to watch whatever the fuck other movie she wanted to watch, and I didn't
let her watch whatever fuck movie she wanted to watch. It probably had another cuter date montage.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have rewatched this, and I would have just had to go off of memory, and I remembered it being better. So I'm glad I rewatched it because now I can give a proper barrel rating for this.
Better.
the montage. What was up with the weird house?
I loved it. It was romantic.
They never explained
it was
why the elderly couple had a Pee-wee's Playhouse type house. Like, they never explained it.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Because it's the 90s and there's random words everywhere, and they didn't even make sense as people. They were like cartoons. Like, we took the whole bike apart. No, we don't know what to do. Like that's
the frame that they had like stripped down is not the frame for that bike either. It was like, what?
I don't know anything about motorcycles, but it looked like whatever they were doing, it was wrong. But that was what it was supposed to be. You know,
it doesn't matter, guys. It's Vanilla Ice. That's fine.
When I'm old, I'd have a house like that.
No, I don't. I don't hate
fix
Vanilla Ice, so I don't hate Vanilla Ice at all. I hated this movie, but I don't hate Vanilla Ice. I love Ninja Rap. I love Ice Ice Baby. I love his Hard to Swallow album. I own it. I have it on DVD or on
Name
CD.
another Vanilla Ice song. I know you can. Look at me being a bro here.
Hot Ice? I don't know.
I'm joking. I don't know another Vanilla Ice song either.
Yeah.
People's choice.
You're not supposed to know. You have the correct answer. It's like Ice Ice Baby, the end.
No.
You have the correct answer.
Well, does the Ninja Turtle rap count as a second
Yeah,
song?
Ninja Rap,
Yeah.
Ice Baby. He's got a song called "Done That" where he insults Eminem.
What?
Yeah, it's on his platinum. It's on Platinum Underground, which is
Sorry,
like
I was
album.
the original white rapper when it's
But
not
he
even
wasn't.
comparable.
We had several before, and we had Third Base. We had Beastie Boys. There were other white
Well,
rappers.
It's a little crazy because Eminem. He goes like fake wannabe rapper who Marshall Mathers is like the lyrics from it. It's fucking crazy.
Look,
but
Weird Al is more of a rapper than Vanilla Ice. I will say that. I love Amish Paradise. It's pretty good.
oh, I love Amish Paradise.
Even though he doesn't really sing it as a rap, he slows it down, so it doesn't really feel like a rap.
White Nerdy's pretty good too.
Couch Potato too.
That is good.
Couch Potato.
It's his Eminem parody from 8 Mile. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Weird Al Yankovic. Let's not get started. Weird Al Yankovic is a fucking like
Genius.
Yeah,
and yet
incredible.
somehow he's never done a Super Bowl halftime show, which is insane to me.
And that would be memorable forever, all time.
Ever.
And
Hot.
UHF should never
Super
be on
hot.
this show because UHF
Never.
is a gem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'll-
I don't.
love
Do
UHF.
people consider that a bad movie? I've never heard anybody say that's a bad movie, unless you're just
No.
not into that type of film.
Who
You know,
doesn't
like
like Conan the Librarian? That's hilarious to
Or
me.
Gandhi too.
Wheel of Fish.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
love that.
it's a
it made me think of, oh my god, what's the movie? Cecil B. Demented, when they're trying to stop Forrest Gump 2 from happening. Like,
That
hate
one's
that
not as
movie
good,
too.
but it's better.
Anyway,
Oh, I like
off on
it.
a tangent here.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I did not like it, so we'll just go with the barrel ratings and final thoughts because we're running super long this time.
It's my fault. I gave my opinion on everyone else. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, Emma. Final thoughts and rating.
I'll keep it short because I talk all the time. 5 out of 5 for a Vanilla Ice starring Vanilla Ice movie. 5 out of 5. It's what I needed. It's what I wanted it to be. It had a date montage that I'm super weak for. He's a creep in the movie, breaking into everything, but then they're like montaging in this like skeleton thing of a house, and then spraying each other with the hose, and then they're riding. Each one is riding the bike. I loved it, and it felt cute. I just blurred out Vanilla Ice's face in my mind, and the stupid little shorts that are striped, like those didn't happen. He's just some faceless dude and this beautiful young lady on a bike. I liked it.
Apparently.
Look, a dating montage, especially when it's stuff people don't actually do on dates, I have a weakness for. I'm a romantic. Horror is my favorite genre, but I'm very much romantic, even with Vanilla Ice.
I gotta say, my Harley really loved the black and white shorts. Like she likes everything black and white striped.
Yeah,
just
but that's
like
because we're in like a Beetlejuice is super popular world. It was popular then, but now it's even more like you could get those short Beetlejuice shorts or Beetlejuice long pants. Because that's what I think. If you're not trying to be like I look like Beetlejuice, it's a no.
If you're not trying to look like Beetlejuice, I'm sure there's so many people out there that are trying to be Beetlejuice.
Why not?
Okay.
I have a Beetlejuice tattoo, as embarrassing as that is. It's almost 20 years old. I'm sorry, but it's cool.
I was Beetlejuice last October for Halloween.
That's great. I love stripes. There's nothing wrong with it. That's a look that should be year round.
It's the boy shorts on Vanilla Ice. Some of them were blue, some of them were black and white, some of them were blue and black. Didn't like the shorts. Didn't like the face or the hair. You just blur those things out, and it's a great date.
I think all his shorts were actually overalls that he had the front. At
Yeah.
first, I thought he had on a fanny pack, but it
I
was
thought
the
it was
front
a
of the
fanny
overalls flipped over. Yep.
Yeah, I
That
thought it was
wasn't
a fanny pack.
That was overalls.
Yeah.
What? The whole movie is different now.
Well, Emma, I will say this. I think I mentioned that we are auditioning members.
And you're saying you're not inviting me back. You're like, you talk too much. You stupid.
No.
bitch. I'm just.
No, I didn't say that. All
No,
I'm
you
saying is
didn't.
Your review is such a wild card that going forward, it's almost like, well, I don't know what she's gonna bring to this. Will she say it's an absolute masterpiece because it's so fucking weird and bad? Or
I always tell
you
the
know,
truth. That's what I always tell the
Yeah.
truth about how I would rate the movie myself, what the movie's supposed to be. Did it do its job as a Vanilla Ice starring Vanilla Ice movie? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes. You got a lot
He
of
didn't have
Vanilla
a
Ice
career.
being
Is
done.
there a part 2? It didn't work.
Are
It
you
did
calling him
not
a
work.
bum?
I'm calling the people behind him.
What? His crew,
disingenuous.
they're the bums, but he's not. Is
No.
that-
Yeah, you said it yourself. He is a product. He was
Yes,
marketed
he was
to be a
not.
thing.
He's not like Marshall Mathers, like struggling with
Yeah.
home stuff, like
Well-
writing down a notebook, eating mom's spaghetti.
Yeah,
No, he's
that
just,
doesn't
he's
matter.
just not a good actor. The thing is,
He's
it's
not a
terrible.
good actor.
his skills wouldn't transfer to a next movie. He's not
No.
like, when I think of actors that transition into acting, I think of people like Will Smith, Queen Latifah. Those are people that transition seamlessly into acting.
David Bowie, even kind of.
Yeah,
David Bowie
but
was
not
good.
Vanilla Ice. But to
Yeah.
me, this is like I can't expect much from a Vanilla Ice movie. So I take a movie in consideration of what it is, how it made me feel, how much I liked it, the viewing experience. Because to me, most cardinal sin is to bore me. You can be dumb, you cannot make sense, but if you bore me, that's the worst thing you can do. And I'm a big John Waters fan, as you might have gotten a hint of. And I really like what he says. I'm going to misquote him a little bit because I don't have it in front of me. I wasn't prepared. Of like, first, to have good bad taste, one must have a sense of good taste. So that's where I warned you guys. I'm a little bit of a snob, a brat. I talk too much. So I really appreciate you guys letting me on at all.
No, that's right. We're not. There's nothing wrong with being a snob. I mean, we're all snobs to a degree. But back to the.
So you're not
the
banning me or including me?
No. I'm just saying your review makes me there's considerations that now we all have to take into consideration. Seeing the way you approach the movie, not a bad thing. It's everyone has their own taste and their own
their own creme brulee.
That's why a movie is such a special piece of art, because different people see different things in it. This is a 0. This is a failure on all accounts. It's not a movie. It doesn't sell Vanilla Ice at all. As a matter of fact, it probably aided to kill his career. Nothing, because he's not a genuine. He was never a genuine item. Maybe he is now, and I wish him luck. I don't hate him. I hope he makes millions of dollars selling houses or whatever he's doing. But this movie is god awful. The best thing to come out of this is the riff tracks. The riff tracks for this is really fun.
Riff tracks was fun.
It's the only good thing that spawned out of this disaster of a movie. 0 barrels for me. Go ahead, Lady Shasha.
0 barrels for me also. What doesn't get 0 barrels? Me as Beetlejuice.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah,
that's so sweet. I love that you have like the long, like the high-low coat. That's sexy as hell. I fucking love that. You're welcome. People are complaining.
And I proved Tim Burton wrong. He said black people don't fit his aesthetic.
His aesthetic. What the fuck does that mean? And then they say, "Oh, he's autistic." I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
Things you never needed to say. Like you didn't need to share that with me.
Nobody asked you.
Nobody.
And then he brings up, well, it's like forced. It's forced, like the Brady Bunch movie. I'm like, thinking about. Shut up,
God. Guys. We are really
okay. I'm sorry.
Shasha, please go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I hate to be the stickler, but no, go ahead. What else do you have to say?
Oh no, that's it. Just 0. I was just thinking to myself, you might have accidentally put 2 neurodivergent people on the same street. this is what happened.
High five.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
It's all good. All right, Aaron. Sorry, Blake. Go ahead. You're in charge, man.
Go ahead, Aaron.
And so, Michael Gross isn't the only person wasted in this movie, by the way. The guy that's doing the motorcycle repairs, he's from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
The girl that's his wife, that's Blanche from Grease and Grease too.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny is real, Mr. Something. I can't remember what his name is.
Like, you've got like a award-winning cinematographer. You've got some really great solid actors in the background, kind of like tent poling this, and you still fail at this level. That's a 0. That's like, if I could give 00, then it gets a 00. And to be honest with you, this bored me. This bored me to the point where my better half looked over at me and she said, because she's watching them, she's like, this might be divorce material.
You and your wife watch this? See, I love bad shit.
She just came in at the time. No, she loved Cool World. Like she's got a 9-hour drive tomorrow, and she stayed up to watch Cool World before she went to bed. But she hated this one, and it was painful. So there's 0, guys.
Wow. Okay. PC.
So yeah, I have to agree. This is a big, huge 0.
How fucking crazy that. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
It wasted so much of the potential that it had, and just killed anything that it could have created.
Wow, you would have had a almost straight 0 with this one, Blake. Okay, go ahead. Blake?
Yeah, it's a 0. It was bad movie, terrible. One of the worst movies we've watched on this show. So it just proves that budget doesn't really matter because this had a budget too, and it's awful.
How would you compare it to Beijing Dracula Vampire?
I would give it a 10 billion. Okay.
Really nice.
Beijing-
You know what? I actually like that
Dracula.
spirit because I did watch once. Like heard your panel and I heard you all like hate it. I'm like I have to watch it, so I did. So you guys made me want to. Your hate made me want to watch it, and I liked.
Did you like it?
Yes. I wouldn't have given it 5 out of 5. Okay.
Even with this being 0, no, that movie's the worst. Like, oh my
I'm
god,
a Colonia
it's so
Brothers
bad.
fan. Okay, I think Feeders is a good movie.
Oh yikes!
I was just gonna say that because this movie had such a budget, all these outstanding actors, cinematographer, it being bad is almost insulting.
They're
To have
trying to
all
work
these
around like
things,
Vanilla
elements.
Ice is so bad. Like they all have to work around him being supposedly the star of this movie.
I
Like,
still don't think it's wholly his fault. Like it's the way the story is written. Also, it's not only his fault, and it felt like the director kept telling him to turn to the left. Like always the same shot of him turning this way, and that can't be.
And that's where his eyebrow marks.
Yeah, the
were.
eyebrow raise thing. Like why do
Yeah.
that repeatedly? That feels like it's a director's call, but it's possible it could have been his call. I mean,
You know what they
Anybody
probably
notice the
said when
reference
every
is-
time Vanilla Ice was walking onto set, they probably, "Hey Ice, just be cool." Like that's the
yeah, that was the direction.
I wouldn't be surprised. Just be Mr. Cool, Mr. Ice, because you know it.
What were you gonna say, Aaron?
His haircut changed. Like from the start of the movie to when he's riding on the bike to when he gets off, his haircut's changed.
Oh, in the montage, part of it he has the hair on the chin, and other parts he doesn't. It's clean
Yeah.
shaven.
It's the magic of
That
the
movie
day.
is horrific.
Remind me everybody's Cool World rating. Aaron, what was yours for Cool World?
I gave it 4.
Okay. Lady, what was yours?
1.
Blake?
4.
And PC?
I think I gave it 3.
3. And I remember Emma's because it was crazy.
I think I gave it 4.5. Actually,
5, baby.
I gave it 4.5.
yeah, I think I gave it 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
That's not very far from 4.5. To be fair.
I love Cool World. I don't care.
Fucking Cool as Ice would have been another 0 movie, man. That's kind of nuts. All right, there you go. Those are the movies. Lady, you're up next.
Are you ready?
For next month, what are we doing?
I have chosen Dangerous Feelings from 2023. It's available on Tubi.
Tubi's the best.
Mm-hmm. And my other, are you pulling it up on are you trying to pull it up on IMDb? Because I'm not sure it has. Wait,
I
does it
haven't
have
seen
IMDb?
it.
Can you do that, Blake, or you want me to grab it on my end?
What's it? Well, hold on.
Dangerous
Hold on.
Feelings.
Here, I've got it on my thing. I'm going to share my screen, and you can just bring it up.
It sounds like something like Mirror Image. Is it like one of those 90s sexy movies? Like
It wants to be sexy, but it's,
okay. I'm feeling you now. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Dangerous Feelings.
That looks awesome.
How long is this?
I'm not sure. What does it say?
It can't be more than regular movie length, I would assume.
I think it's
Oh my god,
short.
I've seen this.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I like
Yes,
the
I
tag
have.
old flames never die. Especially if they're blue.
There it
Does
is.
it-
Oh, it's coming up as 2024 in here. On Tubi, it said 2023. It doesn't have a runtime written.
It does not have a
Interesting.
runtime. What does it say on Tubi?
Is
It's
it a
not long
Tubi
enough.
original?
Let me go on Tubi and see.
It would not be a Tubi original.
No,
are
it's
you-
it's one of those movies. Tubi probably licensed or acquired
Mm.
So why are we watching this?
because
'cause
it's
it's
horrible.
Oh, you've seen it?
I don't know.
Yes,
3
I've
out of
seen it.
4 people in the poster have glasses. How dumb can it be?
Okay, it's 1 hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We can do. Yeah, you guys.
They're
can do
asking
that.
because I
We'll
almost
watch.
made them watch. What was it? Gun Wave in New Haven, and that was a 3-hour movie, and they were like, no. I
No,
haven't
do
watched
ma'am.
it. I have not heard of the
3-hour
movie.
Yeah, the reason I found out about it is a specific scene from the movie went viral on TikTok, and I was like, what the hell is this? I have to watch it.
I see.
And my other one is called The Grinch That Stole Bitches. It's also
Yes,
a movie.
please. You guys got to do that one. You got to do it.
Wow. This is the poster for that. It's
Yeah.
just-
He's
Pretty
cute.
bad.
He's cute. Let's go. Even with the red eyes, cute.
Oh. Well, what the hell? Okay.
You can sing "It's Not Easy Being Green," and
And this one is
as a
1 hour and
serenade.
14 minutes, and it's 18. It's got an 18+ rating. I don't know why. I don't remember it being
7
that.
out of 10. Like, can't be that
That's
bad.
got to be everyone that was in the movie rated this. No way.
Yeah, that's what I love
way.
it when it's like, wow, this is so well rated. Oh, the crew are the only people that rated this. So
It says The Grinch That Stole Time, says one review.
Yeah, but the first one you skipped over says Absolute Cinema.
Yeah, I know, right?
See, it
Yeah,
says
but I don't believe
Absolute
it.
Cinema.
Forget you, Mr. What's his name, the guy that drives me nuts, Christopher Nolan, with your like 2-ton, film. I don't.
Yo,
you know
I
what?
turned
Tenet
off
was
Tenet.
tedious.
I couldn't
I
hear
don't need to know how
anything.
smart you are. I
I
don't
couldn't
care.
hear anything. Let me tell you, we have a 4K television and surround sound. Tried to watch Tenet, and I said, "This is muffled. This is
Subtitles.
And then
oh
they
my
added
God.
that
The only way.
stupid ribbon to mean something at the very tag of the end. That movie made me mad. Oppenheimer also made me mad. 0 out of 5 barrels for sure. Man.
Now you're just
So-
talking craziness. I will
No.
not hear anything bad said about Oppenheimer.
What?
I haven't
Are you
seen Oppenheimer,
insane?
so I have no.
And it's so I know it's supposed to be so casual, and that's the darkness of it, that the fact that they drop these bombs in Japan. But at the same time, I don't think it gives enough respect. And then it's two guys trying to outdo each other. One of them is Robert Downey Jr. Please. Oppenheimer, I gotta stop.
Well,
I could go on forever. I felt like a little kid in the theater that was so bored. I was gonna fall out of my seat. Like,
You know
I
what's-
don't give a
you know
shit
what's
about
gonna
any of
happen?
these men and anything like what. Snorefest.
All right, we have to wrap it up. I'm actually
Sorry.
I'm out the door on a date. So
Oh,
my wife
that's
has been,
okay. Me and Emma are going to do a
patiently waiting.
podcast. It's going to be 6.5 hours long.
It probably will be. It probably will be. I believe it.
I would love it. I would love
Hi,
it.
Blake.
I'm gonna invite you. You're all. I just got to get your handles because I want to invite you on my podcast, which is
Absolutely. Alright.
written in the text. So you got it. So I can send you an
Links for
email.
everybody will be in the description, Blake.
Sure.
Okay. Blake, why don't you sign us off? We are done for today. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, my bad.
There
I must have bumped it with my fucking chin. Whatever. Anyway, that's episode 32 in the bag, I guess. So next, y'all know what we have next, and yeah, it sounds not as easy to watch as these, but
Should we pick a date now?
Oh,
You-
For those watching that might want to know.
I mean, we could.
Trying to look at June.
June's
June may be
tough for
tricky
me. My baby's due, so
When can you say?
June 14th.
Okay. Well, that might be tricky for you, but how about we'll figure it out off air then, and then we'll post about the episode when it happens.
yeah.
All right, gang, that'll do. Thank you so much. Episode 32. Let's do it again. Emma, thanks for joining us, and I'm glad you enjoyed the movies so much.
Thank you. I had so much fun talking to you guys too. So thank you.
Same.
Good, guys.
Excellent. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Kathy. Cat. Oh yeah, Cat. Words of wisdom. Drop that 0 and get with the hero.
Where you been?
Chilling with Cat. You know, the chick who drives the horse. You guys know what a Sugar Shack is?
Sugar Shack. Why?
Because I want to know. on! Get on! Hurry up, get on! Yo, I gotta talk to Kat.
She's not here.
She's right behind you.
You know I'm out of here.